This time on The Gadget Show.
This is extraordinary. We're getting near the finish line. Can I do it?
Possibly our most extraordinary set of challenges ever.
Ah, you got me!
Can we use tech to take on the animal kingdom and beat them at their own game?
I'm a cat man!
We have 5 challenges to prove our worth as a species.
Flippin' heck.
It's man versus beast, and it's going to be wild.
Over the next hour, we will find out if some very cool tech can possibly compete with nature's finest creations. Can I use ultra-cool transport tech to outrun a prize-winning racehorse?
I'm catching her.
Will I succeed in using gadgets to outsmart a sniffer dog?
There he is, just over there.
Will tech give me the edge when pitted against the world's fastest creature, the peregrine falcon?
There, down there.
Can I make tech as scary as these little fellas?
Flippin' heck.
And can I create a gadget that turns Jason Bradbury into Jason Catbury?
Catmandu!
Hello and welcome to The Gadget Show.
Yes, and this is something of a special episode in which we each got to use a piece of tech to try and beat our opponent. Yes, it's something we call the Gadget Show Versus.
In the past, we've gone up against the professionals, taking on champion athletes, photographers, even racing drivers, trying to use tech to overcome their God-given talent.
But this time, it is all change. This Gadget Show Versus is going to be very, very different and, well, a lot more difficult for all of us.
Yes, it's S5 geeky gadget types against nature's finest. We are taking on the animal kingdom.
So it's time for the first challenge, and in this one we are playing our ace card. It's Mr. John Bentley up against one of nature's fiercest predators.
Over the course of 3 challenges, I was going to do battle with one of nature's most amazing creatures, the peregrine falcon. Falcons are renowned for their incredible eyesight, mind-boggling speed, and amazing tracking abilities. So if I'm going to stand a chance, I'll need to be at the top of my game. Or at least my tech will. This is my opposition, Lucy, with her trainer, Lloyd. My first challenge was to attempt to match Lucy's incredible eyesight using tech. I'd been told that a bird was hovering straight ahead of me a little over a mile away. A distance well within Lucy's visual capabilities, but far beyond mine. No chance of seeing a bird. None. To win the round, I had to spot and identify what type of bird it was. To add to the challenge, I was going to have to do this in under 90 seconds, the time it would take Lucy to reach the bird from this distance if she really was on the hunt for a tasty snack. The clock started, and I began by using a pair of Strathspey giant field binoculars, weighing 3.2 kilograms with 20 times magnification. The makers claim they can see hill walkers up to 11 miles away. But what about this bird? I can see there's a bird, I can't tell what it is though. With 70 seconds remaining, I moved on to the Canon 7D DSLR with a top-end 600mm telephoto lens and 2x extender to double the magnification. The lens alone weighs over 5 kilograms, so you wouldn't want to venture out without a decent tripod. But this combination of camera and lens makes a great choice for wildlife photographers. Would it help me beat Lucy, though? Not really getting much more impression of exactly what kind of bird than I was with the binoculars. Although I'd now used over half my time limit, I had high hopes for my Celestron telescope. Equally fit for bird watching or viewing space shuttle launches, it has a 1250mm telephoto lens and packs a whopping 50 times magnification. It's also quite light at just 2.7 kilograms. More importantly though, it should help me to see much further than before. Ooh, it's definitely a grey bird. Possibly got some green bits on it. But with time rapidly running out, I was forced to concede defeat. Ooh, not sure what it is, just can't be certain. I think the falcon wins this one. My next challenge was to race Lucy at top speed through the air over a kilometre straight, and I had just what I needed. An F15 fighter jet, aka the Fighting Falcon. This was exactly the sort of tech that would help me beat the bird and win the challenge, even if it was only a model. Nevertheless, it was impressive enough, weighing just 900 grams with a powerful electric ductless fan jet and 4-channel transmitter to give full 3D control of all moving parts. I fancied my chances. Anyone who's ever tried to fly a model aircraft will know it's deceptively hard, so I'd enlisted the help of master pilot Paul Bardo. Do we have a chance?
It's a bit windy, a bit turbulent. It's going to sort of hamper us a little bit, but we will beat the bird.
To ensure Lucy and the plane started at the same time, trainer Lloyd was to act as official starter. As Paul waited, thumbs at the ready, the pressure was mounting.
White.
Neither plane nor Lucy got off to the best of starts, and the wind caused them both problems. Paul was struggling to control the F-16, and I feared the worst. Lucy had adapted much more easily to the conditions and was powering her way forward, keeping low to the ground to overcome the strong headwinds. Wow, what flying! But then Paul managed to steady the plane, and its engine really kicked in. It was soon streaking through the air with phenomenal acceleration and quickly hit its top speed of 90 miles an hour. It was quick. Lucy's lead began to evaporate as the F-16 reeled her in with every passing second. She simply had no answer to such amazing tech.
He's too slow.
As the finish line approached, we could see that there was only going to be one winner. To our huge joy, the F-16 comfortably zoomed past Lucy, earning a magnificent victory for Team Human.
And we're over. Excellent. Paul, well done. Brilliant.
So it was one apiece. But I had a final chance to get that all-important point for the team. And to do that, I was going up and away to take Lucy on at her own game, aerial hunting. For our final challenge, we're both going to take to the skies, first to locate and then to swoop on and gather some prey. Or in this case, this lure, something Lucy's been trained to spot. Fortunately for me, the lure's been fitted with a GoTech GPS tracker, a device that works anywhere in the world and can be monitored online or programmed to send location info via SMS. Whilst Lucy would use her fantastic eyes to spot the lure, I'd be counting on the GoTech signal, which I could monitor with an app on an iPhone. But how was I going to get into the air? To help me out, I was joined by 3-times UK hang gliding champion Judy Ledden and her brilliantly manoeuvrable tandem glider, the aptly named Falcon 3.
Ready?
Yep. After being towed up by a microlight to 1,500 feet, I was going to be reliant on the GoTech and the glider's handling capabilities. As soon as Lloyd saw the hang glider released, he let Lucy go. She immediately soared upwards and began scanning the skies. And it didn't take her long to find what she was looking for. But we were on course too.
I think it's over to our left. I can't see it with my eyes. I can see it on the screen.
I can't see
We're
it.
not that far away. We're about, I'd say about half a kilometre.
I think the bird has seen it.
Oh no,
So
where's
keep
the
an
bird?
eye out
Down.
for her.
With the glider capable of hitting speeds of 85 miles an hour, the race was on.
Just to your right. I can actually see it now. I've gone
Okay.
there, down there.
It was going to be tight. And if Judy could just set us down quickly, I reckoned I was in with a shout. Fortunately for me, the Falcon 3 was designed for smooth landings.
Where is Lucy? Oh,
It's coming from over there.
wow.
We could still win this, but it was going to be close. Had we done enough? Sadly, Lucy had just beaten us to it. Unfortunately, I lost, but it was great fun. Going up in the hang glider, seeing Lucy in action, and of course the F-16.
Oh, the
Yes, it was
F-16.
great, wasn't it? Great piloting skills.
It was a bit dodgy when it set off.
I know.
But then he recovered. Fantastic.
Scores then so far, ladies and gentlemen. Gadget Show 0, Animals 1. However, 4 to go. There is all to play for. Welcome back to a very special and rather unusual Gadget Show.
This week, we're each facing the challenge of taking on an opponent and trying to beat them at their own game.
Yes, but unusually for us, those opponents are, how can I put this, inhuman?
Yes, they're animals. And strange as it may seem, we're taking on different animals at what they do best and trying to beat them with gadgets.
John has already lost, unfortunately, to an extraordinary peregrine falcon called Lucy.
I did, but fear not, all is far from lost. In fact, I've got a very good feeling about the next challenge because it involves Polly scaring the pants off a small Welshman from Radio 1.
Scary beasts, creepy crawlies, and critters, some of the most feared creatures in the world. My task was simple. I had to scare Radio 1's Alid Hayden-Jones using tech. In order to frighten Alid, I would use 6 boxes. In 3 of them were some real scary creatures. In the other 3, I could put whatever gadgets and tech I wanted. I'd given Alid a heart rate monitor which would send information to this watch. When his heartbeat fluctuated, I'd be able to see it. Okay, Alid. Now, what I want you to do is reach inside that box.
Okay.
And please retrieve our gadget G.
Okay. And will it bite?
No.
You sure?
It will just nibble, maybe lick a
This is
little
killing
bit.
me already. Okay. Should be going up already.
It is going up a couple of beats.
Whoa.
Worm phobia is pretty common, but would it be enough to make Alid's heart rate go above the normal 60 to 80 beats per minute?
There's nothing furry and I can't feel many legs.
Heart rate at the moment is about 80, 88.
To be honest, he didn't seem that scared.
Let's have a look. Have you brought it out?
Fabulous! Alid's heart rate had peaked at 88, so my tech had a real chance.
I think I was just relieved there's no spiders in there, to be honest with you.
Next up, it was my tech, a box full of Hexbug nano robots, which vibrate noisily when they propel themselves around. But would Alid fear them as much as real bugs?
Okay, already your heart rate is at 93.
What was the noise? What's the noise? Can you explain to me what that noise is?
While Alid was feeling for the G, I could see he was very apprehensive. I couldn't believe that my little pieces of plastic with legs were actually scaring him enough to increase his heart rate.
You definitely went and jumped up with that.
Okay, your heart rate's gone up to 100 now. The G is in there.
Okay.
And we have the G.
That was horrible.
Well done.
So at the end of the first round, it was 1-0 to the tech. For the second round, I knew I had a battle on my hands. Alid's biggest fear, spiders. And he wasn't even going to touch them this time. Just look. This redback tarantula can spit venom, hence our special glasses. His heart rate was going to go into overdrive.
Okay, heart rate's reading quite calm. You're looking at about 75. So remember, tell us where the G is. Go for it. Pop your face in there.
Oh, there's a spider in there. Flippin' heck.
Okay, your heart rate has shot up. It's about 90 now. Well,
Oh,
you tell
oh.
us where the G is.
I can't look at that.
You can do it. His heart rate's gone up to 104. Okay.
It's at the back. I can see it at the back on the left.
Alid's heart rate had reached 104 without him even retrieving the G. Time now to see how my tech would fare. Earlier, I'd filmed a 15-foot king cobra with a top-of-the-range 3D Panasonic camcorder, and I was going to play the footage back to Alid on a 3D TV in a box.
Go.
The safety glasses he was wearing were actually 3D glasses.
Okay, still quite calm.
I knew straight away that the tech was letting me down. Alid wasn't reacting at all. My 3D footage proved no substitute for a real beastie.
I think the fact that I can't get bitten by this is keeping me calm.
His heart rate didn't even move from his resting state. 1-1, it was all to play for. For the final round, my next terrifying opponent was to be a fluffy bunny rabbit.
Are you ready to put your hand in and grab the all-important G?
Bloomin' heck.
And out it popped to say hello. I thought I'd blown my chances, but bizarrely, Alid was scared of rabbits. In fact, he was more apprehensive about putting his hand into this box than any of the others.
But he just gave me this look of, you're not coming in here.
And it took him 3 long minutes to pluck up the courage.
I don't know why I'm scared of rabbits.
Can you calm rabbits down? Your heart rate's reading about 83 now. You are looking for the G, you're not just giving it a stroke, are you?
Is it in there?
I can promise you, it is in there.
And finally...
Sorry.
Yay, we have got the G.
And so it was on to my final box, in which I tried to create the illusion of a busy rat's nest.
What the hell can make that noise?
I had a Tunebug speaker playing scratchy noises, a Lego Mindstorm robot that would move and shake the box intermittently, and also a wig and 3 shock balls, which when touched would give a slight electric shock like a small bite. Immediately, I could see that my tech-filled box was causing Alid concern.
Sounds like there's parrots in there or something.
As he lowered his hand into the box, he went straight for the shock balls.
Where is this G?
The G, it is in there. I promise you it is in there.
I don't care.
All up to 102.
Undeterred, he tried again, and this time he managed it.
Have you got it?
Oh, finally.
Yay! We've got the G.
But with his heart rate reaching well over 100, it was 2-1 for my ingenious beastly tech.
Yes, well done, well done.
Oh, thanks. I must admit, Alid was fantastic facing his fears, but their tech was supreme.
Yes.
This is where it begins, all right? This is the fight back against the natural world, against Mother Nature. And the animals, don't get me started. I will get started on the animals, right? You know what I'm talking about. They're watching us. You think they can't speak? They can speak. Fox is rooting through my stuff, reading my stuff, yeah? I know you're doing it, but this is where the fight back starts with Polly. God bless you, girl.
Yes.
I think the good thing to come out of all this is that the look of the scoreboard has improved considerably. It's now Gadget Show 1.
Yes.
Animals 1.
Yes, well, while we are riding on this euphoric crest of a wave, I think it's time to move on to the next challenge, and it's down to Otis.
Yes, and I will be taking on man's best friend.
The internet.
A dog. For my challenge, I had to try and evade one of nature's most formidable creatures, whose eyesight can spot objects from up to a mile away, whose hearing is at least 4 times as sensitive as mine, and whose nose can distinguish smells at levels nearly 100 million times lower than a human can. I am, of course, being pitted against a dog, but not just any dog. This is Monty, a fully trained search and protection dog. Look at him, 2.5 years of furry, snarling, canine viciousness against me. Am I scared? Am I heck? The search zone was 48 acres of woodland on the outskirts of Chester, where Monty would be working under the supervision of his expert handler, Richard Douglas. Okay, so this is going to be tough, but not impossible, because I'm going to have the use of some very clever tech. And I'll be given 2 lives, so if my first attempt doesn't succeed, I'll get to try again. One thing I'm not sure about, though, bite protection? On second thought. I was given just 30 minutes to prepare, so I decided to use a bit of common sense. Okay, so my first plan of action is to use distraction techniques. Everyone knows that dogs are easily distracted, whether it be playthings, food, or dogs of the opposite sex. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So, my first tool is this one. This is an automatic food dispenser. It'll dispense food up to 4 times a day, and its special sauce is this. I can use this keypad on the back to record my own voice. Here, Monty, food time. With the feeder set, I was ready for my next bit of tech. A very special piece of audio kit, an old friend of the Gadget Show. This is an audio spotlight speaker, and what it does is it directs a narrow, very specific beam of sound to an area of your choice. It's typically used in museums and art galleries, but today I'd brought it outside and connected it to a BlackBerry, playing back a recording of my heartbeat. He's gonna hear what he thinks will be my heartbeat and be attracted this way, and then I'm hoping he's gonna spot that! It's a life-size emergency rescue dummy with my face on it, and more importantly, my clothes. So these clothes will have my scent. And as far as the dog's concerned, this will be me. He'll start barking like crazy once he's seen this, and I shall rise victorious. Right, this here is the Lobster Elite. It represents my very last line of defense. It is a tennis ball launcher. Which dog doesn't like chasing tennis balls? I'm that confident, I'm just gonna go with that. And I probably won't even need this. Do you know what I mean? Just protect my arm, just in case he gets through. And I got my doggy assault course set just in time because Monty was on his way.
There he is. There he is, just over there, look.
He was primed to search for my scent, but initially, he seemed to have a few problems.
He's getting completely the wrong way right now. He's covering a lot of ground really quickly.
Then he came across the feeder.
Hey, Monty! Hey, Monty! Hey, Tom!
And that distracted him for all of 2 seconds.
Okay, just coming up towards my audio speaker now.
The audio spotlight speaker did a better job. And for a while, he went the wrong way. But it wasn't long before he was back on track.
It's gone right past the spotlight speaker. Coming up towards the dummy now.
But despite a little nibble, he just knew it wasn't me. And even my last line of defense, the Tennis Ball Pro, failed.
Oh no! Ah, he got me! Looks like I'm going to have to rethink my plan of escape. There you go. All right, it's yours. It's yours. Monty, out!
Well, that didn't go to plan, so it was time to get serious. Okay, I know what the problem was. I underestimated the dog's keen sense of smell. So I did my best to remove my scent and got dressed in clean clothes. And to help mask my scent, I'm gonna be wearing this. A scent lock jacket. Scent lock clothing is designed for wildlife photographers and hunters and has a special carbon layer woven into the fabric to block your scent. And because dogs also use sight to hunt, I'll be wearing camouflage, a ghillie suit. Ghillie suits were originally invented by Scottish gamekeepers for hunting, but now the suits that look like heavy foliage are just as popular with hardcore paintballers.
Okay, you, go away now. Go away.
Where is he? I'm not sure if it was the shower or the scent lock clothing and ghillie suit, but this time Monty took a lot longer to pick up my trail.
No sign of Monty just yet.
Nevertheless, he was sweeping through the woods at speed, and I just hoped that my tech could disguise me.
No sign of Monty. Oh, shh. I've spoken too soon. There he is.
With Monty closing in, I decided sitting tight wasn't an option, so I ditched the camouflage and made a run for my final bit of tech.
The Portrek Explorer scooter. Right, it's got everything you'd expect on a scooter. Nice big wheels, suspension at the front and disc brakes. And it's got one other hidden talent. It doubles as a husky trainer. And what I always say is, if you can't beat the dogs, join them. Let's go, let's go! Yes, yes! We're motoring now, baby!
Well,
huskies can run quicker than German shepherds, but I got caught.
Oh,
So, well, they had to drag my weight and the weight of the Explorer as well, so...
That's such a good idea, though. You can attach huskies to your bike.
you see what was I saying? Animals, they let us down again. let's chalk it up. Come on, let's chalk it up and see where we are so far. So, Gadget Show 1, Animals 2. Come on, guys. Keep your chins up. The human race can still do it. We've still got 2 challenges to go.
Welcome back to a special edition of The Gadget Show.
Yes, 5 presenters, 5 challenges, and a whole host of animals who are our opponents this week.
He's right, you know. Each of us has been given the task of using tech to match or beat the unique talents of some of the finest creatures Mother Nature has to offer.
The first challenge saw John up against an awesome peregrine falcon and...
I lost.
Yes, but next up, it was Polly against a bunch of critters, and she won.
Yes, we were doing ever so well, but then up stepped Otis and got bitten on the bum by a big doggy.
Well, I actually got bitten on the arm, but nonetheless, I lost.
Yes, but all is not lost, because next up is a man who is definitely not at one with nature. We're talking about a man who, when he walks by voles and badgers, they start to quake. Yeah. Oh yes, it's time for Jason Bradbury.
This is Rosie. Quick, alert, and a fearsome nocturnal predator. And my challenge was to go up against her in a formidable race through a house filled with obstacles, in total darkness.
She's an amazing animal. She's got really acute hearing, fantastic spatial awareness, and supervision. Qualities that I'm going to try and emulate and hopefully beat using technology. So come on,
Bring it on, Catface. I headed off to product designer Small Fry with ideas to make me more feline.
I brought this along, okay? Okay. Because I think it's rather cat-like in its aesthetic design, like a cat helmet. Okay. A helmet. A cat hat.
That was it, a cat hat that I could kit out with sensory tech. And first up was spatial awareness. A cat has whiskers that are roughly the width of its body, and it uses them to check it won't get stuck when going through small spaces.
I didn't quite know how we'd sense the environment, but I was thinking that some sort of tactile feedback might be nice. All right?
Okay. What about parking sensors from a car?
That's a great idea.
Using metal whiskers fitted in my cat hat, I'd hear a noise if I got too close to an obstacle.
That's really good. I've actually got whiskers.
Yep.
I love that.
Next was hearing. Cats' ears are directional and much more sensitive than ours. And for that, I'd brought along some safety headphones with inbuilt microphones.
The concept here is that they reduce the impact of loud noises, but they also, with these controls, enhance low noises. So anything below about 12 decibels, normally you and I wouldn't be able to hear, but with these on, we should be able to hear it.
Right.
Squeak, squeak.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Easy waving. I mean, I felt slightly weird, but as scientific tests go, that was a conclusive result.
My final task was to improve my vision. In low light, a cat can see using only 1/5 of the light we need. To achieve night vision in my cat hat, we attached the screens from a pair of virtual reality specs and hooked them up to a Vivitar pocket camcorder with inbuilt night vision. With the headphones and whiskers added, it was all working perfectly.
I'm a cat man! Catman-do!
This challenge was on!
And I look kind of weird, but this is war, and you're going down.
We both faced an obstacle course race through a house filled with precariously stacked boxes, things to bash your head on, things to knock over, and even Lego bricks to hurt your bare feet if you trod on them. Whoever completed the course quickest and with the least disruption would win. First up was Rosie. Rosie had to reach her trainer at the finish line upstairs, who was guiding her along with a special cat noise. 5 seconds would be added to our times for every obstacle we bumped into, and though Rosie was hesitant, she wasn't knocking into a single thing. She'd made it to the stairs, but would she be able to find her trainer? With the help of her whiskers, she confidently moved along the pitch-black, narrow landing. And she'd made it, in a very fast time indeed. Then it was time for me and my cat hat.
3, 2, 1, lights out. See a cup there? I see a cup on the floor.
I could see quite clearly, thanks to my camcorder and an infrared floodlight Andy had fitted to boost it.
There's things all over the floor. They look like little insects or something.
But the narrow angle of the virtual reality glasses was causing me a problem.
Very difficult to navigate through. I'm on the stairs now. Moving up the stairs. In fact, weirdly, I'm crawling like a cat. I can hear someone going. I don't know where they are.
I managed to inch through the corridor without bumping the boxes, but I couldn't tell which direction the sound was coming from.
I've got very little directional sense. Which door is it?
I looked for the sound in 2 empty rooms before finally I found the right one.
I see someone there. There's a lady. Lady person.
Nice item. Do you know what? This is absolutely brilliant, isn't it? I love it.
You like that?
Yeah.
So, Jason, the question is, was it a case of Catman-do or Catman didn't?
Well, I've got the results here, and I can reveal that, Jason, you went round the house in 6 minutes and 17 seconds.
Not bad.
Yeah,
I'm pleased with that.
Yeah. Very good time. The real cat went round in 4 minutes and 6 seconds, so the real cat's the top
Okay, so that means the score now looks like this. Gadget Show 1, Animals 3. Ridiculous, man.
Welcome back, and it's the climax of this very special edition of the Gadget Show.
I wouldn't use the word climax.
No, I know. I'm just trying to pick it up.
You know, the climax was about halfway through the show and Polly won the only challenge we've won so far. We've lost the others. And even if you win the next challenge, we're still going to lose.
Well, there is a difference, however, between a respectable 3-2 defeat and an embarrassing 4-1 trouncing. And we're hoping that the UK's First Lady of Gadget can bring it home for the team.
Yes, go Susie. Very nice.
Yes,
You
is
can
that
do
what
it.
you're hoping?
Yes.
Right, no pressure for me then. Now for my challenge, I had to put old loyalties behind me because I was up against a horse. And quite frankly, as you know, I love horses, but there was no way that I was going to let this horse take me for a ride.
I'd come to Lingfield Park to face a thoroughbred racehorse. Step It Up is capable of reaching speeds of 35 miles an hour and has a dozen competitive victories. Lucky me.
And to make matters worse, she's going to be ridden by Hayley Turner, who is Britain's most successful female jockey, with over 450 winners to her name. I hope she's not going to add to that tally today.
I was going to race Step It Up 3 times, but to win my challenge, I had to beat him just once, using electrically powered vehicles, a go-kart, a moped, and this battery-assisted velomobile. It was time to race, and both Hayley and I meant business. First up, I'd be in the Sunrider Velomobile. It has a 48-volt battery which delivers 350 watts to the front wheels, which you can add to using pedal power. The strong but sleek fiberglass monocoque construction means it should be highly aerodynamic.
To control it, I need to be pedalling. I've got my power assist here, which I turn with my thumb, and over here are my gears. And then my steering is all in my hands.
As we waited for the start, I felt the pressure mounting. Would the electric motor be enough to take on the might of a thoroughbred, or would my legs be called on to help out?
And we're off! We're off! Oh no! It's already taken me! I can't believe it! This is better than I expected! Oh, no suspension!
The velomobile started well and soon reached top speeds, but I could see Step It Up pulling away. Unfortunately, it was time for me to pedal hard. With half a furlong to go, it was very tight.
This is extraordinary. We're getting near the finish line. Can I do it? Come on, come on! I'm catching it!
I tried my best, but it was 1-0 to the horse. But I had enjoyed it.
Do you know what? Just lift the lid up. That was much better than I expected it was going to be. I was quite close, although I do suspect she might have been holding him back a little bit, but this thing went well.
Next up, I decided to try the moped. The V-Moto E-Max 120S is a zero-emission electric moped. It's supposed to be capable of doing 55 miles per charge and hitting speeds of 40 miles an hour.
Don't tell Hayley, but I've got a little boost button on here and I'm going to press it. Max power, ready. So up for it, that horse. He's frothing now.
But even with my boost button, I had a very poor start.
Oh, I'm flat out. I can't go any faster and I've got max. This is hopeless. No good. No, we're way behind. Oh, this is a disaster. I'm doing 50k, 30 miles an hour. Oh, this is no good. This is... Oh. 35 miles an hour, I'm way behind. Oh, it's taking such a long time to get up to speed. And she's totally kicked my bottom. Oh, abysmal. Well and truly beaten. I thought this thing was going to accelerate much quicker and I had the throttle wide open and I was just kind of whistling along miles behind her. Gonna have to do much better than this.
So it was 2-0 to the horse, but fortunately I only needed one win to get that all-important point, so it was still game on. I was down to my last piece of tech, but I was confident I'd save the best till last. The Biz EcoVolt electric go-kart has an 8 kilowatt motor that offers double the torque of an equivalent petrol motor. With superlight lithium batteries weighing just 26 grams, it is tuned to generate 7 horsepower, so I was optimistic.
Look at him going! He's going faster this time. She must have been holding him back. Come on, car. I am flat out on these pedals. I'm going to get you. I'm going to take you. I'm going to take you, Haley Turner.
At the halfway stage, we were neck and neck.
This thing has got some serious acceleration and it's so stable. I'm right with her. I'm right with her. For the team, come on. Come on, I've got to get this one.
There was nothing in it as we entered the final straight. This was going to the wire. As we crossed the finish line, I'd no idea who'd won. But for the sake of the team, it had to be me if I was going to get that point.
Oh, it looks close. It felt close. I don't even know the result, but I have got some footage so we can have a look.
Let's look. The nose of the horse is on the line.
It's about a length and a half, isn't it? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys.
You know what? This whole challenge, I mean, I love the tech in today's show, but I'm not happy with the part that we all played.
Oh, no, it's been terrible, hasn't it? I think we should not speak of this show ever again.
In fact, you at home should not mention it to anyone. You know, do you know what I mean? Don't you agree with that?
I think we've been seriously trounced.
Should we put the scores up?
No, don't put the scores up. Let's forget that this show's ever happened.
Yeah. Good idea.
Yeah? Okay, all right. See you next time.
See you next time.
See ya.
Bye.